Good morning, Ashwini.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Let's wait for a minute. Okay, we're in time. We can start now. So, yesterday we discussed about token-based authentication. So, is it working for you, Ashwini, that token-based authentication? Did it work?
Sir, I just created the account yesterday. Didn't get much time to do more
Acha, okay.
practice, but today I will do.
Okay, sure. Okay, so let me quickly share my screen. And permission. Vaibhav is also here. Hi, Vaibhav.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Did that token-based authentication work for you, Vaibhav?
No, actually, sorry, sir. Yesterday I did not try. I was busy in my activity. It was late night for me to log out.
Okay, no
But I'll
problem.
try. And I'm not using my office laptop actually. They have installed recently some policies, so I'm not sure if it is triggered.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, in this weekend I will try to do all the practical.
Okay. Yeah, Shakil is here. Hi, Shakil. Good evening.
Hello. Good morning. Good there and good evening here,
Yeah.
Central Time.
Okay, so let's start. Actually, yesterday I was able to add the rule for github.com. So maybe quickly I'll show you that pat authentication and how it works. So first thing which I'll do is I'll log into GitHub. And we have generated pat also. And this is the pat which we have generated yesterday. And we are in this folder. Okay. And these are the files. And remote file 1.txt is not here. All right. So now yesterday we were stuck at a point where I was executing the command git push origin, and then I gave the name of the branch, which is main, and it was not giving anything. Hopefully, you see, it should, as you hit enter and everything is fine, then it will give you this kind of box. It will open for you. So it's a kind of new feature which Git came up with, wherein they started giving you some, some UI feel that yes, you can punch in your token there in UI also, but initially it was not there. When I started using, by the time Git revoked the normal password access to push contents from local to remote, this UI was not there. So now with this UI, what happens is you have to click on this token. See, this token is there, and here it's asking for PAT, personal access token. It's very user friendly, so you have to just give a PAT here. So now I'll copy my PAT and let's put it here and click on sign in. Unable to access, returned error 403, denied. Let's try again. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll close this. So in case if you're getting this error, that basically means it's unable to recognize my username, which is DevOps ENG129. You see the message? What it says, get denied to DevOps ENG129. Unable to access this, the requested URL returned error 403, which is not reachable. Permission denied. It's not giving yesterday's message, which says that it's unable to reach or something. It says permission denied. So there is some problem with my login credentials this time. This is not the problem with firewall. So what I'll do, I'll close this. As it opens, I'll close this. Now it asked my username. So here I'll give my username. So in case if you get that error, close that. And it gives you a username. And here when it asks for a password, don't give the login password which you created for your account DevOps ENG129 like the way I do have. Rather give the PAT. Okay. And still not able to. Why? Let's generate it again. It's something to do with permission. It's nothing to do with access. Something to do with permission. Token classic. Oh. Did I not save that yesterday? Oh, that is not even there. Okay. I think I did not save that. Generate new token. Sending me an email. I think yesterday I generated token, but I did not save it. So that's not there. So let me just regenerate it. I'm checking my email. Just a moment, please. Because it would have sent some OTP on my email. Just a moment. I'm opening my mailbox. Gmail. Previously, it used to send OTP in mobile with the SMS also. But nowadays, they stopped it. This won't be much complicated, like getting OTP at your email address. It will be simple. This is my mailbox. This one. Both December. Here you are. 83458772. 83458772. Okay. So now let's give it a token name. Net demo git demo. Let's give it a name. I'll give an expiration for 90 days, all repositories like the way I selected, and choose them in permission. I need full permission. So generate token, and Just clean everything. What I've done. "90 days regenerate token" because I did not save that. So let me just save it. Put it in the notepad. Okay. And this is something which is my token. I'm just generating token, guys. I'm not doing anything different than that. So let's see. Oh, what I'm doing. Sorry, my bad. Let me just, no, not to confuse you. See, I did a mistake. What mistake I've done? I'm just coming back again. This is my GitHub dashboard. In GitHub dashboard, in order to generate a token, I'll go to the right. There is an icon. Click on the icon, drop down, settings. Here, just scroll down at the left bottom, developer settings. And here, there is third option, personal access token. And in personal access token, second option, which is tokens classic. Click on this. Nothing is there. I don't know what I generated yesterday. Tokens classic, this one. We have to generate new token, generate new token classic. Click on this, generate, because I want it for general use. Classic. Give it a note in it. Demo. Expiration. No expiration. Repo, workflow. Check every box. Check every box. Every box I'm checking. Code space, Copilot. Everything, because perhaps when I'm covering GitHub action as a topic, that time also I will need this token. So I'm just generating a token. Token is generated. Copy this and save it here and done. So now I'll come back here. Let's execute same command. Let's see if it takes here. Token, sign in. Okay, you see it gives some different message this time. What message it is giving? It is giving because there were updates were rejected because the remote contains work that you do not have locally. This is usually caused by another repo. Okay, fine. Very good that we are getting this error. You see, what I'm doing, I'm trying to push things to my repository, which is known by a variable origin in the branch main here. Here, I'm trying to push something. Let's go back to my repositories, all repositories, and in all repository, this is the repository which we created yesterday, right? Now, what this message says that in a remote repository, I have something which is not present in my local. Until unless I update my local, I won't be able to push. And this is a very good thing. What Git asks you to do, Git asks you to update your local first, even before you move anything to a remote repository. What it says, updates were rejected because the remote contains work that you do not have locally. And yes, that is right, because in local I have a README file and remote file 1.txt, but in remote I have a README file and README1.md. So what you are seeing here, remote repository always gets precedence, always gets priority. Whatever it's there in remote, first you have to have that thing in your local, then and only then you will be able to push your changes to remote repository. Otherwise, you won't be able to. This is very important. until unless you have whatever it's present there in remote repository in same branch in your local, you won't be able to push to remote repository. Git will start giving you this kind of error if you even try to do that. So in order to fix that, what you will have to do, and this is very good thing, one more thing I am going to introduce you. So till now, what you have learned, yesterday, what we have learned is we will be able to clone things. We will be able to pull everything, whatever it's present there in remote repository. I'll be able to pull everything. So two kind of copies. Whenever you work in doesn't matter which field you are in, whenever you work and whenever you try to copy, there are always two kind of copies you do. Can you just tell me? I mean, think about it. Just take a second, think about it, and can you tell me when I say that there are always two kind of copies you will be able to create, what could be those two kind of copies? Okay, I'll tell you. So two kind of copy will be, first will be full copy, wherein you're taking everything, and second will be incremental copy, wherein, or same goes to backup also. When you're taking a backup, then backup will be of always two kinds. One is full backup, second is incremental backup. Only the changes which is there. You have done a complete backup. Now for the second time, instead of taking the complete backup, what you will do? You will do incremental backup. Right? I'm pretty much sure that you would have seen this in your experience. Now in full backup, you will bring everything, whatever it's there. But now, why do you want to do second copy of everything? You don't want to do that, right? You'd just like to bring something which is changed, not everything, whatever it's there in your source directory. So in this case, same is applied to remote repository and local repository also. For the first time, when I executed git clone command, it created a full copy. Whatever it was present there in remote repository came to my local. But this time, I don't want to create a full copy, right? I want to create one incremental copy. Only the thing which is not there will be brought here. So in order to take full copy, and hope you can understand, you will do in your ever lifetime of one repository, till the time you are working on one repository, for the lifetime of one repository, you will take full copy only once, right? This is logical. You will do full copy only once. And after that, it will be only incremental copy. Whatever it's changed there, that only you will bring in. Same thing is applied here also. To take the full copy, what you have done, you have executed git clone command, but which we did yesterday. But today we don't need a full copy. We need incremental copy. In order to do incremental copy, what Git offers, Git says that. So I'm going to introduce one more thing. One more thing I'm going to introduce. So in repo, what we have learned yesterday, cloning, which is what? Full copy. Second thing is incremental copy, which is pull, which is incremental copy. Whatever changed will be brought in your local repository with incremental copy. And for that, the command is git pull. So the command is git pull, and pulling what? Pulling the content from a repository which is known by a variable origin from main branch. Remember this thing remains common. If you don't put this, your command is not going to work, because you have to tell the identity of your remote repository and from which branch you want to pull, from which branch incremental copy or full copy you want to do, you have to tell. Okay, now hit enter. As I hit enter, you see what it has done. It has again opened the same thing, and what it says, merge branch of main because it's pulling something from remote repository. So it opened this prompt and you have to just save it. How you will save? Again, as it opens to you, you press escape like the way we learned before. This is one of the editor. Press escape, colon. You see left bottom, it's changing. WQ, hit enter, and it is done. Right? As it opens, as this window opens, what you have to do? Simple, press escape, colon, WQ, done. Now, if you'll do ls, you see this is having this readme1.md also, which was not there few minutes back, right? So now this is incremental copy. This is incremental copy. This is not full copy. Why? How will you understand? See the date. When did I pull this readme.md? On 3rd of December, which was yesterday. When did I pull readme1.md? On 4th of December, which is today's date, Indian Standard Time. So now this is why, because this is the incremental copy. This was the change. This was not there. So it pulled only this. And the command which Git offers to perform incremental copy is pull. So this is the difference in between cloning and pulling. Cloning is always full copy, which you will do once in a lifetime of a repository. Second thing is pull, which is incremental copy. Whatever is the difference in between your local and remote will be pulled from remote to your local. Right? So for example, if I have to give you a very layman example, consider that I have uploaded some documentation in Git for the first time. Now what you will do, you will say that, okay, fine, the document has been uploaded there, perhaps in Google Drive or some other places. You will just download the copy, a full copy of everything. Now I'll keep updating, because every day we are covering some new topic. I'll keep updating every day. I'll say to you that, hey, as I cover a new topic, I'll update the document, and you just pull the differences. What you will do for the next time when you're downloading, there are two options. Still you can download. It's not as in you cannot download the full copy, but why will you download a full copy? You already have the previous contents, right? You will only download what you don't have, which is the incremental copy. For that, Git offers another command, which is git pull. Okay. So now when this is done, now let's cover the push part, right? Let's cover the push. So now still I do have something which is not present in a remote repository, which is a remote file 1.txt. And if I come here, still it's not present in my remote repository. And in order to do that, what I'll do, I'll execute again the command git push. And you see this time it went, right? This time it did not fail. Why? Because I do have my remote local repository updated with remote, but the question is, did the file move from local to remote? For that, I have to come here. Still, it's not visible because I did not refresh the page. Now I'm just going to refresh the page. It's not as in I'm creating the same file. Maybe I can show you the content of the file also, so that we understand it's actually happening. Notepad and a remote file 1. You see, for a remote repository, this is the content and it's not there. I'm just going to refresh the page. As I refresh the page, can you see this file came? It was not there a few seconds back, but it came as I refresh the page. And let's see the content. This is the first file created by Chandra for remote repo. Same content came, right? So now what you have learned, you have to create a full copy, how to create incremental copy, and how to push your content from local repository to remote repository in one branch, which is main. Now next we'll learn how to do with different branches, but I'll give a quick pause. Any question till here? Ask me, please.
Sir, can you show me that the command you did with escape? What?
Yeah, I can show you. So for that, what I have to do is I have to create a file again here. A file, because unless there is some difference, it won't work. Readme file 2.md. This is to demonstrate. Now, what was that? VI editor, commit changes, commit. Now I'll do it again. So git pull origin main, this is the command which I executed. Oh, I did not even open. Okay. Sometimes it's opening, sometimes it's not opening. But let's see if we can just do something to replicate how it was before. So what was the situation before? Let me just think. The situation was that we had something in local repository which was not there in remote repository. And we had something in remote repository which was not there in local repository. At that time when we ran, we got that window. So let's try to replicate it. As of now, whatever it's there in remote repository, it's present there in local repository. Now I'll create exactly the same kind of situation where I got that VI editor thing on my screen. What was the situation? I had this remote file 1.txt which was not present in remote repository. Remote repository had a readme file 1.md which was not there in my local. That time that screen came. So let's try to replicate that. Notepad remote file 2.txt. Yes, this is second attempt to get VI editor. All right, this is second attempt, so I'm just giving some message to just replicate this the state where we got that thing. Git add a remote file to .txt and git commit -m demonstrating VI editor. Okay, so this is the thing. It's there. So here now I have readme file 2, remote file 2.txt, which is not here. Now here also I have to create a file. Readme file 3.md. This is a second attempt. I'm just writing some message. Fine. Now let's try to run it. Exactly same situation like the way it was before. Git pull. Yeah. So you see, now it opened. So now this is the place which we were there at the time, Shakil. Any question here?
No, sir, you were talking about some syntax of the command with escape, do escape, and then something dot something.
Yeah, this also we did earlier. But what we did here was, in order to close this page and save the content of this page, we have to click on escape. See the left bottom, see left bottom. What you're seeing here, going at 03/12/25, press escape, then press colon. See, things are changing now. You're noticing it, right?
No, when are we pressing escape? At the beginning of the command or
Yes,
end?
at the beginning of the command.
Okay.
And
then
colon.
okay.
Yeah, this, and then hit enter.
What is this? W what?
WQ, which is
Okay.
save and quit. Write and quit.
Right, and quit. Okay.
Okay. So this was the one. Any other question till here? Okay. Now, next thing. So what we have learned push, pull, and a couple of other things. We have learned push, pull, and clone also. All the three things we have learned. So now you learned about one of the way. First way was token-based authentication, where you are able to log in. Now, the second way of authentication, which I said I'll show you, was SSH-based authentication here. SSH-based authentication. So now, in order to do SSH-based authentication, what I have to do is I have to first create another variable. So yesterday I have shown this also, git remote-v, and what I said is origin is the name which is given to this URL. What is this URL? This is HTTP based authentication URL, HTTPS based authentication URL, same URL, right? But now I want to recognize my repository with SSH based URL, this one. So now yesterday we saw this developer token by using SSH, by using HTTPS based URL, HTTPS based authentication we have seen. Now today what we are going to learn is SSH based authentication and how it happens. It's quite a few steps, so you have to follow it accordingly, and perhaps you have to go through recordings also a couple of times to understand the entire flow. So I'll just complete the flow, then I'll give a pause. So now in SSH based authentication, the first thing which I have to do is there are certain steps. First thing which I have to do is I have to click on this SSH instead of HTTPS. Copy this. As of now, my machine only knows HTTPS. It doesn't know SSH based URL because it's not mentioned here. Now I'll have to give a new name, and I'll have to tell, okay, fine, you start recognizing SSH based URL by this name. In order to do that, the command will be git remote add origin1. I'm giving a new name which is origin1. You can give any name of your choice, no restriction. What I'm saying, as of now, my machine knows only HTTPS based URL by a variable which is origin, by a name which is origin. I am adding a new name which is origin1, and this origin1 will be recognizing this SSH based URL now. Hit enter. As I hit enter, now if I execute remote-v command, you see origin is knowing this URL, which is HTTPS URL, and origin1 is knowing my SSH URL. Now previously only origin was there, which was pointing to HTTPS. Now origin1 is also there, which is pointing to SSH URL. Now I have both, right? Now I have both, but still the connection is not set. Whenever you are using SSH authentication, so you guys are networking folks, do you have experience working with SSH based authentication in past? Anyone?
No, sir.
No? Okay. So whenever we work with SSH based authentication, what we do is we generate two kind of keys, public key and private key. Private key is private to any machine, and public key is shared with the partner with whom you want to work, with whom you want to do handshaking. This is entirely networking concept. With whom you want to do handshaking, with whom you want to establish communication, to that party, to that individual, to that machine, to that platform, you will share your public key. Private key you will keep with yourself. It's like you opened a locker in a bank. Now when you're opening a locker in a bank, bank will give you a key and bank will keep a key with them. You alone will not be able to open that, or bank alone will not be able to open that, because who knows, bank gave you a key and you missed it, or somebody stole from you. Now, if somebody steals from you, then in case if the authentication is only with you, if all the power is only with you, your money is gone. And if all the power is with bank, even without your acknowledgement, bank will steal everything from you. So always there are two keys. One is with you, another is with bank. Same is with SSH also. They have two keys. One is public, another is private. Private key remains with machine. This is the first machine. This is machine. This is my PowerShell. This is my machine, my laptop. This will have one private key. Second key is public key, which I'm going to share with GitHub. And we'll say, okay, fine, this is the platform with whom I want to establish communication. Right? Now, in order to generate that key, the command is /sh/keygen. This is the command by using I'll generate that key. And this is something which you will use, doesn't matter. And this is not related to Git. This is related to SSH authentication in between two machines. Hit enter. Sorry. /sh-keygen. And as you hit enter, /sh-keygen, the name /sh-keygen. What's wrong? Let's take Google's help. /sh-keygen command. Okay, /sh-keygen, sorry. /sh, this is the command, right? Yeah, /sh-keygen and hit enter. Wow. /sh-keygen, the /sh-keygen command is used to generate it. I was right. Is not recognize the name of commanded function. Keygen command. So basically, this basically means my machine is not recognizing this command /sh-keygen. Okay, I can show you, but don't get confused. This is my PowerShell. I'm going to open another interface, which is Visual Studio Code. Another interface. But don't worry. Main intention is not to just, not to just take you to different interfaces. The intention is to show you how to generate a key, right? So I'll generate a key for you. Don't get confused now. I'll come to the part where I'll show you what is this Visual Studio Code and all. I just want to show you how to generate the key. Perhaps my Windows machine is not allowing me to generate that key. /sh-keygen. Hit enter. Now you see it started giving me thing. So don't get confused why it's not generating here, why it's not generating there. Just learn the concept. Because when you are, as of now, my laptop do have some restrictions. I agree. But when you are working in a company, you won't have restrictions. Understand the concept. So here when I execute /sh-keygen, now you see here it's asking, okay, fine, and generating public and private key for me, right? So now if as it prompts something which says enter file in which to save the key, it is going to save the key in this specific directory, in this specific location. Right? I'm going to hit enter. Let's keep it blank. No need to give anything to it. Keep it blank. Just hit enter. Just hit enter. Just keep hitting enter. As you keep hitting enter, 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 what it is going to do? It is going to just generate a public and a private key, which will be saved in this specific location. This is a physical location. I'm working on a Windows machine. This is a physical location where it has generated a key. I can go there and I can check also. So here it says C drive, users, name, and look for .ssh. You see .ssh, and it has generated something in today's date. You see today's date, what it has done. Yeah, you see ID_RSA. This is today's date, and ID_RSA.pub. No, this is 5/8. Today's 4/12, the last one. This is ID_ED25519. This is one private file which it has generated, and second one is public one. So it has generated both the files, private and public, both the keys, private and public key. Now what I'm going to do, I'll just copy the content of public key because this is what I need. I don't need private key because private key remains private to this machine. This is private, not to be shared, confidential, not to be shared with anyone else. Enough. So now what I'll do, I'll just open a notepad and open this public key. So this is the public key. You see, this is how it generates a key. This is how it generates a key for me. This is how it has generated a key for my machine. It has just generated a key for my machine. So now I'll copy this key, and same thing you are going to do when you start working in an organization. Same flow, same command you have to execute there also. So now you go back to your repository. Here, again under settings, this icon, click on settings. And here you will see SSH and GPG keys. This one, SSH and GPG keys, click here. And now I already have a key, so I'll delete this key. And I'm going to add one new SSH key. Give it a name, Winnet demo, and paste this key and add SSH key. Right? I just added one key here and done. As I have done this, I am good to go ahead and do anything which I wish to. So now what I'll do? Connection is established. Now what I'll do? This time you see, I'll try to push by using origin 1, because origin 1 is the name which I gave to SSH URL, and origin is the name which I gave to HTTPS based URL. Try to understand the difference. Origin 1, this is new, could be confusing, but yeah, when you will practice, it will be easy for you. So now you create another file this time. As of now, I have these many files: readme.md, readme1.md, readme file 2, readme file 3, remote file 1, and remote file 2. I hope all these things are present in my remote repository also, so that if I generate a new one, it will go there. Yes, I have readme1, readme2, all the five files. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. It is having something different, which is not there in remote repository. Remote file 2.txt is not there in remote repository, right? This file is not there in remote repository. Other than that, all the files are present in my remote repository. I'll try to push this file, but this time by using SSH based authentication and not HTTPS based authentication. How will I differ? In this case, I'll execute same command, but instead of origin, I'll write origin 1. Because origin is pointing to what? You have seen here. Origin is pointing to what? HTTPS. Origin 1 is pointing to SSH. And then you'll have to use same branch, main. And as I hit enter, what it says, are you sure you want to continue connecting? Because this is for the first time handshaking is happening. This is for the first time public key and private key is able to communicate with each other. And this is a kind of very common message. When you try to establish connectivity in between two machines by using SSH protocol, this is a very common message which you will see where it says that, do you want to continue? For the first time, it will ask your authentication for handshaking. You will say yes to it because yes, I want to continue. I want to do handshaking, and it says permanently added. It did not even ask for the token. See, it did not ask for the token. It did not open anything. It did not prompt anywhere that, hey, give me the token. Where is your token? Blah, blah, blah. Like the way we did before. It did not even ask for the username also. Right? Why it did not ask for the username? Because this is SSH based authentication, which is different from username and ID based authentication. Right? So this is now what happened with this authentication. A remote file 2.txt came to my remote repository. This is another way of authentication, which is SSH based authentication. So you have learned both the ways of authentication, HTTPS and SSH. I understand lots of things is there, right? But I'm sure it's not super complicated. It's very easy, straightforward. Once you will try doing by your own, things will be clear. But on a high level, any doubt, any question in understanding the flow at least?
So just to summarize, HTTPS-based authentication, we're going to use PAT. And SSH-based authentication, we need a key pair.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone else? Any other question?
Sir, this SSH authentication is much similar like SSL authentications. I mean,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Private and public key.
Yes.
combination.
But in case of SSL, you need that CA certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Its authentication happens through the
Through
certificate.
CA cert, ca.cert you will need.
Yeah.
For this, you don't need that ca.cert. But yeah, more or less, it's very same.
Yeah.
Any other question? Okay, fair enough. Now, one of the last topic in Git. Now, what you have learned just to send from main branch, which is main branch like the way we learned. Main branch contains the golden copy, right? That is what we saw. That is what we learned, right? I think that is what we learned before. Main branch contains golden copy. Main, that's what I explained before. Main branch or master branch contains golden copy, right? But when you are working, you won't push directly to main branch. What you will do, you will create a branch of your own, and then you will push things on your own. Now, in my remote repository, let's see, I don't have any branch other than main as of now. Doesn't matter how many times I refresh the page, it is having only main branch, and it even says one branch. Then how will I work? In order to work, what I'll do, I'll create a branch. As of now, I do have main branch only. So now I'm going to create another branch, git branch B1. Now I'll check out. These are the topics which we discussed earlier. Git checkout B1, and now I switched to branch B1. And if I do a git status, it says that on branch B1. Now I'll try to create some file in B1 like the way we learned before. I'll try to create some file only in B1, which is not there in main branch. Now, in order to do that, like the way we saw, notepad, remote file b1.txt. I'm giving some name, some random name. This is a file in b1 branch. Save it. And now if I do git status, it's there. Git add and give the name of the file, a remote file b1.txt, and now commit it. This we did, I believe, multiple times. So hope you understand this flow very clearly. And as you will try it more and more, this will be super clear to you, and you will get the entire flow very easily. Git commit -m, creating file in b1. Done. Now, still you see, I created a branch, but if I'll go to remote repository, I'm refreshing it. Still the branch is not present. One branch only, other than main, no other branches. Now what I'll do, I'll just do a push. Git push origin 1. I can use anything. I have both HTTPS also and SSH also. I can use either of the thing. And like the way I explained yesterday, there is no concept like one is better than other. Which one you are comfortable at, you can use it. No hard and fast rule. Company allows both. Git push origin 1, and this time instead of writing main, I'm writing B1. Right? You see, previously I wrote main branch. This time I'm writing B1 because I want to push content of B1 branch to remote repository, hit enter. And as I do that, it did not ask for username, it did not ask for password because I'm working on SSH based authentication. And now you see B1 had a recent pushes 2 seconds ago. This was not there a few minutes back, right? Now I'll do a refresh. As of still, it's showing one branch. Still, if I do the drop down, main branch only. But I'm going to refresh the page. Okay, now you see one changed to two branches. Second branch came here. If I do a drop down, B1 also came here, right? B1 also came here. So both the branches you will be able to push to remote repository. So this is the way you will be able to push content of another branch, whatever branch you wish to push, you do. Now what happens basically? Now I'll just create a kind of story here, okay? Now consider that I am one of the DevOps engineer, and I created my content, my script, because the main job for me being a DevOps engineer will be to maybe write some pipeline script, maybe write some Ansible script, maybe write some Kubernetes script, maybe write some Terraform script, and this will be like 80% of my daily job. Right, 80% of my daily time I'll spend doing this only. Now I did this, you also have done something, right? But we both want to put our content there. We both want to place our content there in main branch because main branch is a golden copy. Your copy, your file is also present there in remote repository. My file is also present there in remote repository. Your file is also implemented in production environment. My file is also present there in production environment. Now I want to create a golden copy so that I can save it. In order to create a golden copy, we know that that will be the main branch where I'll have to publish this. But how will I do that? Right? I don't have any command line now. Like previously, we had executed a merge command, and by using merge command, we have taken the content of one branch to other. Right? We did that. But now I don't have that. Nowhere. In such situation, what happens is there is something, you see, it says compare and pull request. The message itself says compare and raise a pull request. So if this thing comes, well and good. If you are able to see compare and pull request, well and good. But if you don't see this compare and pull request in your GitHub dashboard, then at the top you see first is code, second is issues, third one is pull request. So if you see this compare and pull request, good. Otherwise, code issues, click on pull request, third option. Now here, if you see again compare and pull request, well and good, but not always you will get it. So if you get it, directly click here, no problem. And it will take you to the same place where I'll be showing you. If it doesn't show, then you click on new pull request. And now it will say that which is the base and with which you want to compare, and see the arrow. What arrow says, which is the source, which is the target. Arrow is pointing to the target one, right? The point of arrow is towards target. So now what is the target? Yes, main is the target because that is what my intention is. But with what I want to compare? I want to compare with B1 branch. Right? I want to compare with B1 branch. Now you see the source, it clearly says the source is B1 and the target is main, and the arrow is pointing towards target, and my content will move from source to target. And what are the additional thing which is there in target? You see, what is the additional thing which is there in the target? What you want, what you're taking to the target? You are taking only this single line which is present in this single file, a remote file. This is what it is, right? Let me just open it in another tab and let me just take you back. You see what is the content of main branch? Main branch is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 files, right? And B1 is having how many files? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 file. Which is the additional file which B1 is having? A remote file b1.txt. What is the content of remote file b1.txt? This is a file in B1 branch. Now it's exactly same thing. You're comparing changes shows. What it says, what you're doing, you are taking a file which is a remote file b1.txt, and you're taking that content, and the content of that file is this, and this you are taking from b1 to main branch, right? And now when you hit on create pull request, it opens this dashboard. Here you write some message, because what happens, you won't have permission to merge anything to main in real time. You will not be allowed to directly commit anything to main branch. It will be either your seniors or maybe team leaders or maybe your managers. Until unless you have good experience, you won't have permission. It will be done only by your team leads or only by your managers. So now when you raise a pull request, that goes to a review. So now what I'll do, I'll create a pull request. Now, when you created a pull request, you see assignees, reviewers. So people review it, right? People review it. Your team lead reviews it, your manager reviews it. And when they review it, they get to know, okay, fine, what this guy is trying to do. This guy whose name is Chandrasekhar is creating a file in B1 branch. And what is trying to do in this B1 branch? In this B1 branch file, he is trying to add a line which is this is a file in B1 branch. And after he is done, he'll say, okay, fine, I have reviewed it, reviewed it, reviewed it. And after I reviewed it, I'll say, okay, submit review. So basically, I have reviewed it, right? So now after I have reviewed it, I said, okay, fine, I have reviewed it. And then once it's been reviewed by your team lead will merge the pull request. As of now, pull request is created, but does main branch has the content of your B1? Let's see. Still main branch is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 files only, and B1 branch is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 files. This file is still not there in main branch, right? This file is still not there in main branch. So now until unless your team lead or manager approves whatever you are doing, you will not be able to take the content to main branch. So once they review, like the way I've reviewed now, I've seen, okay, fine, which file, what content, reviewed it. After that, you see, I'm clicking on this button, merge pull request. Clicked on this, and then it's asking, okay, fine, are you sure you want to merge it? Yes, confirm the merge. Now, as I confirmed the merge, what it says, pull request successfully merged and closed. Right? Pull request is successfully merged and closed. And now if I come here and I'm just going to, you see, main branch still doesn't show the 7th file. I'm just going to refresh this page. Now you see, 7th file is present in main branch also. Can you see this? 7th file is present in main branch also. And we have same content in B1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Main is also having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is again another very important thing which we do almost every day in our daily activities, and a kind of very important topic for you to understand. I'll give a quick pause. Any question?
Sir,
Try doing this. Yeah.
so we're gonna do the final merge.
No, you won't do the final merge. After it's been reviewed, your team lead will only merge it.
Okay. And then second question is creating a new branch. So we create branches only on our local machine,
Yes.
or can we create branches directly on the remote repository?
We
on Git?
can create. We can create in remote repository also. Good question. We can create, but it's not recommended to create.
Okay.
But in case if you want to create, you can create in remote repository. I can show you that also. So in case if you want to create it, you see as of now it shows 2 branches. Now click on these two branches. And now you see it says new branch.
Okay. Yes.
Click on new branch. Give the name of branch name B2. Create new branch. It has created now B2 branch. If I'll go here, I have two branches B1, but it's not recommended.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Last topic in Git. After that, we are done with Git. Now, also what we learned is how to delete a branch in our local and how to delete a branch in remote repository. Now the merge completed. Whatever I was doing, it is already in production and it is there in main branch. I created a golden copy. Now, when I created a golden copy, what I will do with B1 branch? I don't need any B1 branch, right? Because it's already done. So in order to delete from my local, what I will do, git branch, you know this command, hyphen either small d or capital D. Anything will work. If small d doesn't work, use capital D. Hit enter. What happened? Cannot delete branch B1 used by work tree at this. Okay, I am in branch B1 and I'm trying to delete that itself. Yeah, it's like I'm sitting on this branch and trying to cut it. So git checkout main and now git status. Okay, on branch main. Now try to delete this. Deleted branch B1, right? Deleted branch B1, it's been deleted. So now once this branch is deleted, it's deleted in local. What about remote? Let's see. It's still there in remote, right? It's still there in remote. So how will you delete the branch in a remote? Again, one single very small command, but very powerful command. In order to delete branch from remote also, the command is git push origin 1 or origin anything, because you have both the options SSH and HTTPS, which is recognized by the variable which you are choosing here. I'm choosing SSH origin 1. And after that, you have to add a flag to delete the branch from your remote, which is hyphen hyphen delete, and give the name of branch which you want to delete. Git push name of the name of the name of the variable which you want to use SSH HTTPS hyphen hyphen delete, and name of branch which you want to delete in remote repository. Remember, this is the command. Don't execute this command and expect that it will be deleted from your local, or don't expect this command and expect that it will be deleted from your remote. No, each of the command has its own job. This command cannot delete content from local. This command cannot delete content from remote. Each of the command has its own scope. Hit enter. Now, as I hit enter, what it is going to do is it says that deleted B1, right? Deleted B1. And now if I come here and I'm just going to, as of now, it still shows B1 and B2. The branches are showing 3. I'm going to refresh the page. Now see the branches reduced from 3 to 2 and B1 is gone, right? B1 is gone. Now you can delete again in your user interface also, but that is again not recommended. You can come here, you see you have the option, click on branch, you have the option, click on delete, and it is deleted. It is deleted. You can do this also, but not recommended, right? This is where our Git ends. Any question from anywhere in Git, ask me please. Okay, I'll take it as a no.
Sir, so at the end of this Git training, what is one main take-home point that we need to memorize the commands and understand their use so far?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. And well, you don't have to memorize commands. You just type it. Automatically you will remember it. I did not
Okay.
memorize any command. It just comes with your practice.
But we don't write any code or anything in Git.
No, Git is a developer tool. That is the first thing which I said in the first session of Git. It's a developer tool. Mostly developers use it. We
Not DevOps.
initially, when this Git came, we were not even using it. It was completely used by DevOps, but gradually, since the scope of DevOps increased, initially the job of DevOps engineer was to assist developers. That's it. If they are blocked somewhere, we'll assist them. But gradually, scope of DevOps engineer increased. Now we are expected to write scripts, automation, Terraform, so many things we have to do. Now, since we have to do so many things, and those includes script which involves other team members' contribution also, we started using this Git. But initially, this was absolutely a developer tool used by developers, and developers used to write this kind of code. You see, this kind of Java code, blah, 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 so many different things, a JavaScript. So if you'll see this kind of script, basically, this is something which is written by a developer, and developer writes, which we never write. Being a DevOps engineer, never ever, don't think that I wrote it. It's written by some developer. I just cloned it,
Okay.
and I'm just using it.
So we don't have to worry about this type of coding.
Not at all.
Not in Git.
Anywhere in your experience in
Okay.
DevOps.
But
Till
this one
the
that you're showing is actually written in Git.
written in Git, yes.
Okay.
And it's getting managed by Git.
Okay. All right.
Sir, how did you get this page? Last one, Visual Studio.
I will
Like
come to
last
that.
time you run some command as well.
Yeah. Don't worry
By
about
default
Visual.
page is coming.
Don't worry about Visual Studio Code. Like the way I said, we'll come to Visual Studio Code when we are talking about scripts. We'll come to that. Just understand this concept. You try to execute this in PowerShell only. My
So
laptop
by
has
default,
restrictions.
this blank page would open.
No, for the blank page to open, there is an icon. See
Where it
this.
is.
See this icon is there, no? This
So
icon.
it
Can you
didn't
see
get
something is changing when
from
I'm
where?
clicking? See,
Come
see the
again.
bottom of the page. See, things are changing.
Okay.
Are
Okay.
you able to notice? When I'm
Yeah,
clicking,
on the
something is changing.
bottom. Yeah.
See the bottom of
Close
the
it.
page. This you are
Yes.
able to see, right?
Okay.
So now I'll click
Problem
again.
terminal. Okay, terminal.
Yeah. So now I'll click again. It will go. See, something is changing. See, gone, came,
Yes.
gone, came, gone, came. So this icon.
Okay. Okay. Top right corner.
Yeah.
Toggle panel, something like that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where did you write the command?
Here in terminal.
Okay, in the terminal. Okay.
Yes.
Can you write it again, sir?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like SSH key gen, like that.
Yeah. See. This is the command, right? This is what you're
Yes.
asking, right?
Yes. 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 Okay.
Any other
I see
question?
the video, no issue. So, sir, when we do the practicals on Git, like we learn Git, after that,
Use Git.
when
This
we
is the
use it.
practical. Write commands, write some files,
Yeah,
or create
that's
some
my question.
files.
When we are going to, write something on Git and then on project basis like that, that you are just teaching us, okay, it will be used by the DevOps the team to maintain the version of a project or codings like that. So
What
this
do you
is
mean
like
by
a,
writing something on Git?
okay.
No, what do you mean by writing something on Git?
Like till now, we just know how to operate with Git, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now we know the operations of Git. Now we want to implement something with Git, or like that.
This is what you will do with Git. Nothing other than this.
Okay.
Git's main job is to save file. Nothing other than that. But you will write
Okay.
script.
Okay, maybe Ashwin's concern is like how we can use this in our networking concept. But Ajuni, like for us, network operation perspective, like I mean, in some I seen in some of the environment they are using some kind of scripting. Okay, the new devices related to the network. If you see ACI, if you in your environment, if you are using ACI now, most of the things are automations related. So in that case, you can use some scripting and that you can save in GitHub.
Yeah. So
Yes, that is my point. Like, so do we have some script like, okay, we working, together and like we run coding on branches and then someone is handling the main or master at RR and then we, develop a, common code like that. So that was my question. Okay, after that.
So basically what your point is, there should be a common repository for this class.
Yeah,
We all we all four will be
uh,
contributing something. You will write something, I'll write something,
right.
and that's what you're
Like you
saying, is it?
just told, it's your daily task. So I want to, go through it. What was your daily task? Like you are approving and reviewing the file. That one I'm asking.
That
Like
is
what
interesting.
exactly work
That
we
is
are
interesting.
doing on this?
We can do that. So what I can do is, did you all created your account? I'll add
Yeah,
you to this repository as a contributor. Did you all create your account?
yeah.
So, yeah.
I
So let me
created.
just add you all as a contributor to
Mm,
this
mm.
project.
So my
With
still pending. It will ask some visual puzzles like that. I will update you tomorrow.
but sir,
So like,
what
uh
exactly role I mean DevOps engineers having? I mean, I seen like the coder or the developer they also used to share their code with DevOps engineer to execute. I mean, even developer cannot run their code directly. They also require DevOps helps to for
yeah,
production.
like the way I said, the initial job of DevOps was that only.
Okay.
Was that only. But now we started using this fancy things. But initially, developer were just passing on their code to DevOps engineer. Were saying that execute this command and this code will run. That is what we were doing initially, just assisting development team. But
Okay.
now we started writing scripts and other things to automate things. But yes, developers many a time won't have any permission on production environment, because they, even if you'll ask any developer that do you know any perhaps Linux command, they will not know many a times, because they are mostly the coders, Java guys, Python guys.
Yeah.
They
Right.
write code, they don't know Linux commands. So it's us DevOps engineers who know Linux command, and we execute, we take the code from them and we just execute command, and we do that. Yes, we do that. Okay, so coming to your point, Ashwini. So what we'll do is, that's interesting. We'll do that. Let's do, in case if you wish. We'll use this repository as our team's repository, right? Go in at 3.12.25 is going to be our team's repository. Now consider I'm the senior most in DevOps, so I'll be your team lead. And here I'll add you all. So like Vaibhav, you have your account created, right? Tell me what
So
is your
username Vaibhav online too, sir.
Vaibhav
Online. There is no. Okay, Vaibhav.
online.
You can text it.
Numerical two. Yeah, that.
Yeah, it came, right? So
Yeah.
I'm now inviting you. Now I am going to add Vaibhav collaborator
Mm,
2. Once you accept it, Vaibhav,
Okay.
you will be able to start contributing into this repository.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll follow
mm.
the same thing, like the way we
Yep.
do in organization. Now you both, Shakil and Ashwini, when you create your account, just let me know so that I'll add you
Yes,
both
yes, sure.
also. Yeah. So this will be our team's
Yes.
repository. Okay. Any other thing?
I just accepted the request.
Okay. But yeah. So pending invite. Let's see if you accepted, it will show you.
Yeah.
Still not
So,
showing.
again, like, okay, so on this scenario, like, we would work as a branches. So, can we, talk each other like
What do you mean
B1,
by
B2,
talk?
B3, or we can share files each other?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can just
Okay.
create a branch of your own. Share that. You won't be able to merge to main because I'll be approving it.
No, I mean to like Ashwini has some username and now user Ashwini want
no,
to,
you cannot.
share file with web or online too like that.
No, no. You cannot ping web
Okay.
online to and share. No.
Okay.
This
But
is not a
Ashwini,
kind of
are you
platform.
working on any of the cloud platform? I mean, in your environment?
Me?
Huh?
Well, in our company it's Azure, and
Okay.
I really don't know about that.
Okay.
What they're doing.
Sorry, go ahead, Ashwin.
No, I'm done. Like
Okay.
in our
Sir, I
company,
still have
Azure is working.
confusion. Earlier, you said that we're not going to be doing coding, and now you said that we will be performing coding.
We'll write scripting, not like your core application development code. We'll learn scripting to automate things, Terraform and others.
But within Git, what are we going to do any scripting?
No, not within Git. It's like we'll
Mhm.
have this platform, like the way we created file, right? And we wrote some
Okay.
dummy content in the file
Mhm.
in Notepad or something, or any of the editor we'll use. Instead of writing some dummy content, we'll write some maybe Terraform script or Ansible script or Kubernetes script. We'll use that.
Okay.
Not here. We won't do anything here. We'll just push it like the way we pushed file, right? Same way we'll push that file.
Yeah, like just managing the files, the versions, and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Did you
just
accept it?
one more question here.
Yeah, go
After
ahead.
Git, like, do we have in queue like the a scripting language something, Ansible like that?
Yeah, Ansible is there.
Okay.
Ansible you will know.
And
Or Python.
what are we going to
No,
start
Python.
tomorrow?
Tomorrow there
is
will
the
be
interview questions.
interview questions.
Okay,
So
okay.
be prepared. I'm going to ask you questions.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sure.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then let's meet again
Thank you,
tomorrow.
sir. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.